10 million square metres, that's what tartan makes?
That's just tartan.
That's most of the global stuff, or is
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not. It's probably Europe's dominant producer, but you only have to look around other markets, Kissen, Oslo Metal, in the steel making. So, I mean, it just happens to be that the UK is a big market because we use a lot of steel in the warehousing and we use a lot of steel in buildings. However, we don't use steel on roofing at all. Across in Europe, they use a hell of a lot of steel on roofing. We go slates and tiles. And it's very difficult to change that in the domestic market. The domestic market for steel PV in UK is next to nothing for roofing. But across Europe, it's much, much larger. So
yeah, are those companies interested in the same way as tartan, do you think?
yeah, I mean, we've had discussions with other steel companies across the world, and they're all following a similar methodology in roof. The reality is we're probably a few years ahead of them, but another reality is if you don't carry on and get it to market quicker than somebody else will.
When you put it on the steel, are you just using the steel as a substrate? And if so, can you get it off again? Or
There's two options. You can build it into the roof structure, and you can actually put it on effectively a steel roof is foam in the middle with two layers of steel about half a millimetre each side into a corrugation. So you could build it onto that. That's probably stage 2. Stage 1 will be that it'll be supplied as a reel that you subsequently can, because that fits the retrofit market as well. Because new build is a relatively small proportion of the entire market. So what you've got to do, if you can get a technology that you can retrofit in, then that makes it much more attractive. So it'll probably go onto this as an inlay into those roofing sections as a starter. It makes it simpler to make as well in terms of de-risking it from a business proposition, and we can put it onto thinner substrates. So the weight of this is nothing. This is effectively a thin bit of tin plate, and we can put that on there. And the corrosion of this is always much better because it's tin plate, so it has compared to gout construction steel.
and as it stands, does it just come in sheet materials?
The longest one that's been made at the moment is about 9 metres as a single unit, and what they're doing is slowly putting those together. The reality is it's not going to be sold to the public, it'll be sold to the construction companies. So it'll be a question of getting the architects to want it, and in fact in our chain we have to get the local